Hey, I hope you're having an incredible day. In today's video, we're going to be going through how you can connect your WhatsApp to an AI agent that is connected to an MCP server that has the ability to scrape YouTube and provide you with new content ideas using APIFY. So you can see in this specific instance, I had asked, can you please search YouTube for the top posts around N8N MCP and return some good content ideas? Went ahead, it scraped the top 10 shorts, the top 10 long form videos, provided an output of that information. You could see all the data that it scraped, formulated it into a brief response, and answered back with 3 ideas. So how to build AI workflows, like connecting Gmail, step-by-step how to install and use an MCP server, and making beginner-friendly videos, all backed by data. And this took less than a minute for AI to do. So you can truly understand the real power behind this. And in today's video, we're going to be building this out entirely from scratch. And with that being said, let's dive into how we can do this. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kevin. I run a tech community called No Code Nation. We currently have over 1.5K members in there and continuing to grow. I'm a certified partner on Retail AI, one of the largest voice agent companies in the world right now. And I've been featured on Liam Otley's channel with over 500,000 subscribers on implementing AI solutions for businesses. So let's dive into how we can connect WhatsApp with MCP and N8N. So you're going to come over here to the Meta Developer Portal, and we're going to be creating a new app. So you can click on My Apps, just hit the Create App button, give yourself an app name and an app contact email. Okay, so down here, guys, we're just going to scroll down. We're going to click Other and hit Next. Go ahead, choose Business. Now you can go ahead, hit Create App. Now we can come in here. You'll see WhatsApp. We'll hit Setup. And you will need to set a business portfolio, and you will need to choose that business Facebook page that you are using for this setup. So mine's already set up. If you haven't set it up yet, go ahead, create a business Facebook page, as this will be required. Now we're going to hit Continue. Okay, now you'll see right here, there's going to be an API setup button. So go ahead, click that. And now you will have to select a recipient phone number. So go ahead, Manage Phone Number List. And you can just add in a phone number. And once you've gone ahead and added a recipient phone number, you can generate your access token. Okay, so once you've configured that, you should be able to come right here. And then you should see this new message from your business account. Hello world. I will go ahead, we'll create a new workflow. We're going to name it the WhatsApp MCP Assistant. We're going to search for WhatsApp. We're going to select On Message. We're going to create a new credential. And now we're going to need our client ID and client secret. So if you click into App Settings Basic, you'll now see your app ID and your app secret. We're going to copy both of those. You can go ahead and hit Save. You can see connection's been successfully tested. And now if we wanted to test this step, we could hit Test, chat with our agent, and we'll get some information in here that we can use in the next step. Perfect. And you can just go ahead and pin that. Now we can connect this to an AI agent. All right, now in here, we're going to hop in. We're going to enter in a prompt or the user message, and we're going to give it a bit of context. We're going to give it who it's speaking to, as well as the current date and time. Right, so we're going to say you're currently talking to, and we can drag in the name. So Kevin Hogan. Current date and time is now .2 ISO. And you can see right now we have the current date and time. Perfect. We'll add a couple of response guidelines. So respond in 1 to 2 sentences and as if talking to a close friend at a 5th grade reading level. And I just realized now, so we're actually going to have to add an option here. It's going to be our system message. So we're going to copy this system message, toss it down here. And then the prompt is just going to be the text body that we see right here. Perfect. Now we can click off. We're going to add in our chat model. So I'm going to be using OpenAI, but you can choose anyone you want. I'm going to be choosing 4.1. We can attach the memory. I'm going to be using simple memory. And we're going to be changing this session ID. We're going to click Define below, and we're going to grab the WhatsApp ID right here, which is essentially just the phone number. Now we're going to add in a think tool. The AI can think things through. And then this is where we will be adding our MCP client tool, where we'll be able to do a wide variety of tasks. Now I'm going to add a WhatsApp Business Cloud send message tool right here. We're going to have to create a new credential. We're going to need the access token and the business account ID. And so we are going to need our access token. So come in here into API setup. We're going to copy that temporary access token. It gets dropped in right here. And then the business account ID will be this right here. So we'll copy that, drop it in. We can hit save. Okay, now we'll choose our sender phone number. Now we will need to test this prior step. So you can just hit play on this, then you'll get your output. And now we can come in here, we can drag this output into the text body. And then the recipient phone number is going to be your WhatsApp ID right here, or the from, as they are one and both the same. Now you can test this step. And if everything worked, you should see that you received a message back on WhatsApp. Cool. So now we've connected our agent to the app. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to hop in here. We're going to add in the MCP client tool as well. And you'll see that we need this SSE endpoint. So we will need to create our MCP server URL now. So we could hit save. We're going to hop into personal. We're going to be creating a new workflow. This is going to be the MCP server URL. Okay, so MCP server trigger, that's what we're going to add. It will give you an endpoint. So take this endpoint, take the production URL, and then you will also need the Cloud desktop app. So grab that Cloud desktop app, open it up. And if you click here, you're going to go File, Settings, Developer, and you can click on that instance, and we're going to edit the config, hop into the config file, and we're going to paste in our server URL, and you're just going to drop your webhook in right here. So if you don't have this, go ahead and add in this specific line of code, copy this server URL. And now when you pop back in and you click on developer, you should see that it's successfully running. And you should be able to click into here and see all the tools that you currently have. Now, I already have a couple of MCP server triggers added. And for today, since we're scraping YouTube to come up with new ideas, we're going to be using an HTTP request tool that's going to be connected to APIFY. So if you don't know what APIFY is, it just allows you to scrape pretty much anything on the internet. So I'm going to be connecting it to YouTube, and we're going to be looking for new YouTube content ideas based on keywords. Now, I've used APIFY a ton. I think it's a great tool for any of your scraping needs. And they actually reached out to me to become an APIFY partner, which is pretty cool. So if you are thinking of using APIFY and you are looking to get involved, I have a 30% discount code, which is Hogan 30, Hogan 30. Even with that, you get $5 worth of free credits every month. And you can see here, $5 gets you roughly 1,000 videos that are scraped. So you can see right here, this is where we're going to be building our specific search scraper tool. So let's say I wanted to search for N8N MCP. We want to return, let's say, the top 10 videos and the top 10 shorts. You can see you can add in different filters. We can search by this month, sort by relevance. The rest we can keep the same. And now if we go into our JSON, you'll see this is the JSON request that we're going to be sending. So there we go. We're going to copy that. Now we can, if you click on here, API endpoints, you can see here we can run the actor synchronously and get the data set of items. That's what we're going to be using. And what this essentially means is that we're going to run this actor. This scraper is called an actor. We're going to wait for it to finish. And once it's finished, we're going to retrieve the results from that. So you could just copy this endpoint. We're going to drop it into our tool. You can see it's a post request. So we'll go ahead and switch this to post. We'll give this a specific description to scrape YouTube using this tool. We can name it the YouTube scraper. And then in the send body, we're going to set it to JSON using JSON. We're going to copy this, drop it in here, and it should hit this tool and fire. So let's copy our MCP server trigger URL, drop it. If we come back to our assistant setup that we created, we're just going to drop it in right here. We can hit save. Now you can go ahead and grab this and copy it from our YouTube scraper. We're going to head back into our WhatsApp assistant. And then in the system message, we're going to say for searching, for scraping YouTube, use the following JSON request body. We're going to paste that in and replace the search query, replace the search queries with the search term from the client. Okay. Now we can go ahead and hit save. And then in here, we're going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to let the model define this parameter. Okay, hit save, turn this on. And now let's see what happens. So I'm going to say, can you please search YouTube? Okay. So I said, can you please search YouTube for the top posts around N8N MCP and return some good content ideas? I just sent that. We should see this trigger. This is now running. It should also be hitting our MCP client. Now you can see, if we look at the output from our MCP client, when it scraped all of this information for us, literally all of this information, the amount of likes, everything. And then it output, here's some cool content ideas you can do around N8N MCP for this month. So now you can see here, hey, these are the top 3 posts that we recommend. If you want specific links to the best videos or want me to help brainstorm more, just let me know. So now I'm going to say, okay, so please provide the top links and create a content calendar for the next week with 2 posts that will be popular. So it was not able to retrieve the top links, which had something to do with an error in the MCP client. because the expected schema did not match the received tool input. So this is something to figure out in the future videos. It still did go and output 2 posts, one for Monday, one for Thursday, with some ideas based on the original search that it did. So it's extremely powerful. And as we continue to build, we'll continue to implement MCP across everything that we're doing. So if you did get value out of this, please consider dropping a subscribe. It's free. Help support the channel. It allows me to continue making videos like this for you. With that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Wishing you all a great week. Peace.